guys, today I'm going to cook some ribs on my little Weber Q gas grill. So let's get queuing. I have some pork spare ribs here. These are St. Louis style. Means they're trimmed down a little bit. The regular spare ribs are a little bit bigger, but they trim the edges off and stuff on these. Makes them a little bit smaller. And there's also baby back ribs that are about this size, which I kind of prefer actually. I think they have more meat on them, but this was all they had. So these were $2.99 per pound, so that rack was $9.21, and this rack was $8.72. Now I cooked half of this one yesterday just to try this out, and so I'm just going to cook the other half right now. I'm not going to cook that whole rack. I think it would all fit on the grill, but I don't feel like eating that many ribs, so I'm just going to do this other half right now. So I'm just going to cut these into individual ribs. I'm going to flip this over so I can see where to cut better. Now sometimes there's a membrane on here that you don't have to pull it off. You can or you can't. It just depends. But these are already, that membrane's already pulled off on these, so I'm just going to cut them into individual ribs like this, and then I'll season them up. Now I'm going to season these with this barbecue rub by the J. Christopher Company. This has sumac in it. It's a purple berry. Kind of has a citrusy flavor, and it kind of gives it a nice color. So I'm just going to do all these like that. You know, I don't know, maybe that membrane is on there. It looks kind of thick, but it's real soft, so like I said, I've done it either way, so I don't really care. I'm just the easy cooking guy. I'm not the barbecue pro. I just want to make something to eat. Keep it simple. My grill's been preheating for a few minutes here, and it looks hot, so let's get these on there. I turned it to medium heat, and I'll just spread these out the best I can here. The right side of the grill tends to be a little hotter, so we'll just kind of see how this works out. Got them spaced out. Now I think, like I said, I think I could fit a whole rack of ribs on there if I squeezed them together a little bit more, but we'll get those going and see how this turns out. It's been about 7 minutes, so I'm going to check on these. Like I said, this end is hotter, so those are getting a little bit dark. How about on this end? Don't look bad. I'm gonna just turn them all over now. Kind of move them around. That's a thicker one. I'll put that one down on this end. Kind of shuffle them around a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on them and keep doing this until they look through. Then we'll put some barbecue sauce on them. It's been about half an hour, so let's see how these are doing. I moved them all down to the cooler end of the grill, and I actually turned the grill down to low after I moved them around the first time. Looks like the wind didn't blow the flame out. Sometimes if I turn it down to low, the wind will blow the flame out. So I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on them. Sauce I'm using is Kinder's Mild here, so I'm just going to brush that on, and once I get them all sauced up, we'll take them inside and try one out. These look good, but as I get older, my teeth chip kind of easy, so I think I'm just going to cut a piece off. In fact, one time I was at a barbecue and I saw an older guy bite into a rib and his front tooth came out, so I don't want that to be me. Alright, we'll just cut a piece off there. Looks good. Probably not super tender, but let's try it out. That's good. For 30-minute ribs, I'm not complaining. Let's see if they're Annie approved. You want to try a rib, Annie? Those are good. I've cooked some whole racks of ribs on that little grill before, but I like that way better. It's faster and easier. Anyway, I'll write everything in the description like usual. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.